What's going on, y'all? It's your boy LA Chevy Ride 25 Fizzo, and we headed to the Home Depot. Going to get the stuff needed so that we can flush this radiator on the rivi. Should be pretty straightforward, simple. Take the hoses off, hook them bitches up backwards, run that shit. Also, to make sure that we don't run into any other issues, because the radiator as well looks to be pretty gunked up and stuff, then what we're gonna do is, after we do the heater core, you know what I'm saying, specifically, maybe we should flush the whole thing first and then do the radiator specifically. You know what I mean? I don't know. One of the two. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. We'll do the whole thing. You know what I mean? Hopefully that'll clear up the joint. You know what I mean? The heater core. If we got heat after that, then the only thing we'll need to do is to top it off with the fluid and then go from there. So we're gonna get a flush kit, you know what I'm saying, get everything on the up and up, and I'll cut you back on. We good to go. I went ahead and ordered it online, man. So I could just walk in and get it, walk the hell out. Time is precious. If they can shop around the store for me, then why would I do it? So, hit the black top, back to the K. I would think that it would be right over here with the coolant, but I could be wrong.
Well, I mean, what I'm gonna add, or they have,
Awkward. Alright, so as you can see, got the car at the house. I thought I was gonna have to jack it up, but I didn't. Located the Dream Petcock, which is down there. Tight fit. And as you can see here, it's just raining out, and that is filthy. It definitely needs to be done. Definitely. Surprised that was keeping anything cool. So once we're all done, it'll be optimized and be cooling to its fullest extent. got the water hose. I'm gonna put that through there. Still got the drain open. Put this over here, make sure we get it disposed of. See, that's that coolant water, man. As it is filthy. As you can already see, I ran the garden hose through there a little bit. It's already coming out cleaner. So I'm pretty sure when we put this cleaner to work, and it'll get all the way on the crispy, you know what I mean? So, if you got an older car, you definitely might want to do this. If you're having any issues. Matter of fact, before you start having issues, you might just want to do that. Enough of that, man. We're gonna go ahead and close that petcock back up, and then we're gonna run this through here. Called Blue Devil. Easy to use radiator flush, extends the vehicle life. Advanced cleaning power, concentrated formula, blah, blah, blah. Especially formulated for high mileage vehicles, blah, blah, blah. Drain the cooling system. Close the radiator. Drain cock and fill cooling system with water. Reinstall radiator cap and run engine for 10 minutes with heater on max. Turn off engine for radiator to cool. Repeat drain procedure. Close the radiator and then add the flush. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this thing up. Close the petcock, fill it back up with water, let it run, then drain it again. And then from there, like the directions say, because you need to follow directions. Then we'll close it back off, or drain the water out after the car run, get up to temperature. Then we will drain everything out, put the Blue Devil in, and get that in there. And it says to let that you want to flush it and then flush it and flush it. So this would probably be like a 2-part thing, man. We'll fill it up with the radiator flush today, drive it a couple days, and then whatever. We're gonna check the temperature, make sure it's not gonna freeze on us. And then that way we don't mess up the engine, so yeah. You can see I try to clean up the radiator cap as much as I can, getting as much of that gunk and stuff out of there so that we wouldn't put any unnecessary contaminants back off in the system. Anything else would probably get caught up in the system when we run it through with the hot water and then Blue Devil. So let's get it, put it back together and get it started. Temperature gonna start out about nothing, you know what I mean? So then when it gets all up to where we need it to be, you know what I'm saying? I said let it run like 10 minutes, then let it do its thing. Listen for that thermostat to open, that way we know it's going all the way through the engine and stuff. So yeah. Alright, so as you can see, it's kind of up there now. We'll continue to let it run. I haven't heard the thermostat yet. Go in the house, play the game a little bit, and just let it run and come back and check on it. Alright, so as you can see, it done got dark on us. Let it run, get up to temp. You can see it's hot draining out of there, but it was still pretty filthy, so. Gonna let that drain out. Close it back up, put some water in there. Let me see, what does this shit say? So we definitely want to drive the vehicle 3 to 6 hours. We'll just run our errands and stuff in it tomorrow. And so yeah, we top it off. We'll put this in there, fill it up with water, and then just drive it. And then we will go back and put then drain it out and then put all the fluid in there. It should be good. Should be good. So we will see, man. We will see. All right, so we got the water draining back out. You can see it's clearer. You know what I mean? So get that blue double off of there. After this drains, we'll be good to go. Hopefully. As you can see, hopefully it do a number on that, just to kind of just show I guess a before. We run this through there and go from there. So. So I started to think, man, back when I first got my Tahoe, 2008. The truck ran good, never overheated, but I didn't have no heat on the inside. Thermostat. So that was my very, very, very first automotive adventure, replacing a thermostat. Easy, simple, right there on top. Kind of easy to not fuck up. So what I'm gonna do, as you can see, the car's still running. Fans are kicking on like they supposed to. Everything is in order. However, we still had no heat on the inside. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run to the parts store and go ahead and get a thermostat. That way in the morning, I can go ahead, the car be cooled off, be the first thing I do. Now I got the thermostat, and then we good to go. What's going on, y'all? Next morning, as you can see, we got light and shit now. So, went ahead, took the thermostat housing off. As you can see, we got the thermostat right there. I don't know that it may or may not be bad, but we just gonna replace it since it's right there, and it may be that simple of an issue for us. And with it being 2 bolts and just a gasket, then, you know, why not? You know what I mean? Let me grab some pliers right quick. And ones that I had in my hand act like they ain't want to ply or pry, or however you want to say it. These some dikes. We ain't gonna cut the bitch with it. Just so y'all can see it as I grab that bitch out of there. Oh, it's in there a little bit. Just a smidget, tidget. All right, let me see if I can do this shit with 2 hands. And to be clear, I'm not necessarily saying that the thermostat wasn't working properly. I'm just trying to alleviate all possibilities of an issue. So let me do this and so as you can see, old and busted, hot new shit. Old and busted, hot new shit. So it definitely wouldn't hurt. Probably like an aftermarket design. That's Murray part number 3849 if you're looking for it. And it's pretty much that simple. Matches the original color design. So I mean, it was time. This thermostat may very well be the very first one. So as y'all seen, a lot of the other parts on this car have been probably OE original fucking equipment. It's been on this bitch for years and years and years. Like I said, I don't necessarily think that it wasn't functioning, just maybe not to its fullest potential. You know what I mean? Or it was just stuck open and that's why we wasn't getting no heat. So put the thermostat in, run it, you know what I mean? And go from there. And then by this afternoon or this evening, we'll drain all the fluid back out, and then we will go and replace. And then we'll put the coolant back in and pray that it do something different. If it don't, then shit, hey, we try.